Alright, this is part 2 of number 8, and in part 1 we figured out the original recipe had proportions of apple juice to orange juice as 5 over 7 and orange juice to pineapple juice as 7 over 2. So we did drink number 1 in video part 1 for number 8 here. Now I'm going to do drinks 2, 3, 4, and 5 in video number 2 here. So in drink 2, apple juice is going to be 2 and 1/2 cups to orange juice, which is 3 and 1/2 cups. And like I said in video 1, I'm just going to do the exact same process, figuring out what the improper fractions from the mixed fractions are in this big complex fraction, do the multiplication, do the reduction, and see if we have the same proportions. So in this mixed fraction, we're going to say 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5, and we get 5 over 2 for our improper fraction. And that's compared to 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7, so 7 over 2. Now, you're going to probably start recognizing a little pattern here. Every time there's the same denominator, something's going to happen with these two numbers here. And you're going to see in a second, I can tell you right now that this is already going to have 5 over 7. So not to jump the gun too much, but I'm going to show you why that's important to notice those relationships when we have the same denominator in a compound fraction, which is also known as a division between fractions. So we have 5 over 2 divided by 7 over 2, but I'm going to take that reciprocal of 7 over 2 and multiply it, making it 2 over 7. Now here it is. We have the 2 in the numerator, the 2 in the denominator, and those by the rules of fractions, when you multiply and divide by the same number, they cancel each other out. They become 1. In other words, it's like saying 2 over 2 or 1. And that leaves us with the 5 and the 7 left over in the numerator and the denominator, and that is the same proportion of apple juice to orange juice. So far, drink number 2 is working, but we need to make absolutely certain that it still works in the second proportion here of orange juice to pineapple juice, which is over here as 7 over 2. So I'm going to do orange juice, which is 3 and 1/2 cups, to pineapple juice, which is just 1 cup. That's going to make life a little bit easier for us. And as a matter of fact, we could just say that that 3 1/2 is all we need, because anytime you divide over 1, you don't need to do anything. It just keeps this numerator the same. So 3 and 1/2 is the same as saying 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So that's going to be 7 over 2 from our mixed fraction here to an improper fraction. And of course, that works. We have 7 over 2 in our original recipe, 7 over 2 in our second drink recipe. So as you are answering this, just like in video number 1, drink 1 and drink 2 are now part of your answer. Now we do have drinks 3, 4, and 5 to do, so I'm going to get this ready for drink 3. So far, just to recap, you should have drink 1 and 2 circled in your answer. Do show your work though. I'd like to see that you are seeing how these proportions are worked out as fractions dividing through each other. Alright, so now drink 3. This one, they were very sweet to us. They gave us whole numbers in the apple juice, orange juice, and pineapple juice. So really, we just need to look at it as a proportion. So 5 over 7 is going to be our first proportion of apple juice to orange juice, and guess what? It is the same. That's pretty nice. However, we have orange juice to pineapple juice is going to be 7 cups to 1 cup, and that's 7 over 1. I didn't mean to make an equal sign there. That's different from orange juice to pineapple juice. So drink number 3 gives us that which does not match, and therefore it is not proportional. So that's not one of our possible answers for number 8. Okay, so that was nice and smooth. Let's go on to drink number 4. Let's see if drink number 4 has the right proportions. All right. Drink number 4, apple juice to orange juice. We're going to have 1 and 1/3 cups of apple juice compared to 2 3/4 cups of orange juice. And so apple juice to orange juice on top of each other. We have this mixed fraction is going to be an improper fraction by multiplying 3 times 1 and adding 1, so that's 4 over 3 compared to 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11 over 4. Now, do you remember what I said earlier about noticing a pattern with the same denominators? Well, we have different denominators here, so I'm going to make a prediction that this is not going to be the same proportion. So let's finish out the problem, and we're going to have 4 over 3 divided by 11 over 4 is the same as multiplying the reciprocal of 11 over 4, which is 4 over 11. All right, now we have 4 times 4 is 16, and 3 times 11 is 33. Now, this is not going to be divisible by anything that turns into 5 over 7. 5 does not go into 16, and 7 does not go into 33 by any means. So already we can see that drink number 4 is not proportional to the original recipe. So don't circle drink number 4. That, just like drink number 3, is not the right proportion. So far in our answer we have drink number 1 and number 2, and we have to see if drink number 5 is going to be good to go. So let's erase this and do our final part and see if drink number 5. And I'm hoping that maybe you might try this on your own. But as we go into this, if you do get stuck and you don't want to pause this video and try it on your own, go ahead and watch. Number 5, drink number 5, we have apple juice to orange juice. Apple juice is 1 7/8 cups. To orange juice is 2 5/8 cups. All right. So let's turn these mixed fractions into improper fractions. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 7 is going to give us 15 over 8. Compared to 2 times 8 is 16, plus 5 is going to be 21 over 8. Well, there it is. You remember? We have the same denominator here, and that's going to give us a fair prediction that those will cancel, and we're just going to have these two numbers on top of each other. And I'll tell you right now, if you're getting better at predictions and knowing what's going to happen, you'll probably see that we have 5 over 7 approaching. So let's finish this out. We have 15 over 8 multiplying by the reciprocal, 8 over 21. And of course we have the same denominator and numerator mixing here, and they will cancel each other out. So let's just do that simply, and we are left with 15 over 21. And of course we can reduce that. Number that goes into both of these is 3. So 3 goes into 15 5 times, 3 goes into 21 7 times, and there is our 5 over 7 proportion, just like our original recipe. So far, drink number 5 is looking like it's going to be good to go. Now I think I might have enough room to do this. Let's do our last part, orange juice to pineapple juice in drink number 5. So orange juice is going to be 2 5/8 cups compared to 6 over 8. And we're going to turn this again, mixed fraction, into an improper fraction. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 5 is 21 over 8. And of course my 6 over 8 is good to go. We don't need to do anything. Well, there it is again. I just want to point this out. Same denominator at this point, so we can probably predict we're going to have 21 over 6. So 21 over 8 times this reciprocal, 8 over 6. And those 8s are going to cancel each other out. Same number in the denominator and the numerator, so they cancel out, and we're going to have left over, after all of this multiplication, 21 over 6. And of course, what goes into 21? But 3 times 21 is 7. I'm sorry, 3 goes into 21 7 times, and 3 goes into 6 2 times. And there is our proportion from the original recipe. So, to recap, drink number 1, drink number 2, and drink number 5 are the good answers for number 8 here. If you missed anything, re-watch this video, because that was a pretty long solution to that, just doing the same thing over and over and over again. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll check them later. Thank you.